So this is the Utah Acorn white oak. So Gamble is one of the family of the white oak, and these are the acorns. This is what the acorn looks like when it's on the tree. Then as it starts to dry out, they turn brown, and then they just fall out of their caps usually. And this is what I found, a whole bunch of them sitting under the tree. You could pick these while they're green and then let them dry out and they turn brown, and then they're better at that time to take them out of their shell. This is definitely watching TV type of a job. Just put it in the nutcracker lengthwise, and it will split. Then it's pretty easy to peel. And the shell goes there. Okay, this is probably the result of about 40 minutes of shucking acorns, and that's the shells, and here's the meat, which is going to end up becoming flour, acorn flour time. So right now I'm going to go ahead and do a leach on these. Go ahead and put water in here, let it soak overnight, drain the water, and then soak them again until the water's clear. All right. So this is, I soaked this overnight, and to leach it, because tannins are water soluble, and I just went ahead and rinsed it good, and I'm going to go ahead and soak it again. This method, instead of baking them in the oven on really low, I'm going to go ahead and sun dry, probably pretty much like the natives used to do. That ought to do it right there. So here I am. I'm going to use this mano and the metate to grind some acorns up that I've picked and I've dried in the sun. Well, this is what it looks like. They've been dried in the sun. They've been bleached in water for 3 or 4 or 5 changes, depending on, and I would taste them to see if they're good and they're not bitter. And then once I know they're not bitter, then I go ahead, dry them in the sun, and now we're ready to grind on the metate and the mano. So you can see I've already done some. I'm throwing some more acorns on there, and we'll just roll them and crush them. Indigenous peoples, that's what they would do. A lot of the tribeswomen would meet together, I'm told, and it'd be a social occasion where they grinding and processing seeds, corn, acorns, until they get it into a fine powder. Maybe seeds and berries, and turn it into pemmican, or make some bread patties. Flatbreads is what I've heard they call it. See, we're almost there. We're almost there with this. So how wasn't that much work really. Acorn nuts, meats have dried, and the Native Americans would grind it, but blending is easy for me, and so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to talk about natural foods you can find in emergency situations, and we're also going to talk about spiritual foods you can get when you're in a spiritual wilderness and struggling for your life and finding sustenance for your spirit. We'll talk about that later.